This is KUGAN CASSIUS Rifle TV in association with MTK Global at the weigh-in here for Haye and Bellew. Delighted to be joined by George Groves. How are you?
I'm good, thanks, KUGAN. Good.
Full beard look at the moment.
Yeah, I know. It sort of crept up on me. I started a camp for nothing, obviously going to Vegas. So I didn't have a shave then, and then when I got back, I thought, well, I don't want to have a shave now. And then this is how it is, you know. It's as good as it gets.
I haven't actually seen you since your fight with Edward Gupnex. I haven't actually spoke to you since then either.
No.
So, do you know any updates about Edward?
I mean, he wasn't in a great way. You know, he obviously was in a coma straight after the fight. Managed to see him in hospital while he was in London, and then they flew him back to Hanover, and received excellent treatment out there. From what we hear, we get the occasional update. I think he's on the mend. Like, you know,
that's good to hear.
Yeah, really good to hear. You know, because we don't take up boxing to actually permanently hurt anyone. So hopefully he does well. But that's all I know, to be honest, KUGAN.
Yeah.
I don't want to say anything that ain't true. So we get the occasional update, and it's been positive so far.
That's good to hear. Now you tweeted a little while ago saying the CHUDINOV fight was kind of there. We haven't really heard anything since then. Do you know an update about that situation?
I haven't an update yet. Well, it's there was a date for negotiation finishing to go to purse bid, but it was mutually agreed between my promoter and theirs that we would extend those negotiation period. It seems to have dragged on a bit more. I think Sound are now really pushing to have a signed contract. We know we're going to be able to bring it to the UK, bring it to London, but I'm eager for a date. There's a lot of big fights going on at the moment, so you've got to sort of jostle into the schedule at some point. But I'm hoping that we'll have something nailed down real soon. The latest I've heard is that we're waiting to hear back from them. They've sort of gone missing for a while. But if we don't hear nothing, then we will actually have to go to purse bid. Then we've got a lot more control. So it's one of those things. It's frustrating for me at the moment because I'm in the gym, just ticking over. But you want a date. You want time to get stuck into. People are going to lose interest. Do you know what I mean? Want to keep the momentum going.
Is there a All right.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, Oliver. Bye, mate. There a plan B and C in motion or not?
Yeah, sure. I mean, you obviously want to win a world title. Lots of. There's a lot going on in the middleweight scene. So James DeGALE come off the back of a draw. I'm pretty sure he wasn't expecting that. Very lucky to come away with a draw. Reassessing his career. Came straight home and was calling me out. I was in Vegas at the time, but come back calling me out. But nothing more's been said about it. I think he just again tried to keep himself a bit relevant because he's boxing abroad. He's now gone pulled a sickie or something to avoid his mandatory. And crack on with that. We got Callum Swift's now fighting for a vacant belt, so I think that's in a negotiation period, which is between them. Don't know too much about that. And obviously my situation with WBA. So I think mine's probably the most clearest in that I know it's going to be CHUDINOV, and we're hoping to have something agreed sooner rather than later. But
is that for the super title as well?
Yeah, it's super title.
Yeah.
So it's the full title. It's confusing a little bit with WBA that they've got 2 world champions at the moment. But let's be honest, he's a Sauerland fighter. He's fucking useless. The laddie, the regular belt, he took 2 attempts to get it, and he finally got it. And I think there's some word in that once I beat hopefully get the fight, beat CHUDINOV, the super and the regular will have to fight each other so they can sort of make it one belt again.
But listen, I know it gets talked about all the time, but I think the biggest fight, obviously belt-wise for you, that's the one for you, but the DeGALE fight's still the one that everyone wants to see, George.
It's an open secret now that it was obvious that when DeGALE comes home talking about me that the fight was going to get offered to us, and we're like, yeah, well, let's if it makes sense, let's do it. But every time it gets spoken about, the other side goes cold, goes quiet. So you know, whether they're just keep chopping and changing their mind. I think DeGALE's not a shot fighter, but he's at the end of his career now mentally. He would have had an exhausting camp, I would imagine, for the Bellew Jack fight. He's boxed abroad for the last few years, and he's ready to tap out. You can smell it on him. You know, he wants to cash out. If he wants to cash out, he's got to fight me. But you know, the deal, if it's there, then it's going to be right. And I think you know, it's a big fight. It's an exciting fight. It's a fight that puts us back in the picture. If it comes off, it comes off. But I'm fully focused on WBA. So you know, until something else is actually going to happen, that'd be that. But yeah, you know, I generally think DeGALE watched my fight with Bellew Jack and thought nothing of Bellew Jack, and then you know, saw me struggle, thought I struggled, and thought he was going to be a walk in the park against Jack. And Jack, I see Jack a week later in Vegas. He said it was a beatdown. And this guy don't trash talk. He said, I said it was a beatdown. I said I hurt him, you know. And I haven't seen the fight yet. I've only seen the sort of clips of the last round. And James DeGALE whistling at the end of the fight, you know, stumbling around, talking to this guy, that guy, not making much sense. So I have to wait and see. Wait and see, KUGAN. If you can make the fight, make the fight.
I'd love to make the fight. If I had that sort of power, George, you know, I'd be on it.
You don't carry power, no?
Talking of carrying power, Bellew and Haye.
Yeah. I like what you did there.
I like that one, didn't I? I'm assuming that you're backing your stablemate to do a job on Bellew.
Yeah, I mean, even if I'd never met David Haye before, I'd still favour David Haye in this fight. He's naturally the bigger man. He's boxed at higher weight. Yeah, sure. His 2 fights last year were a walk in the park. Wasn't the best opposition, but let's be frank, Bellew's opposition of late haven't been the best that he's ever faced either. Do you know what I mean? And on paper, they wouldn't stand a chance for David Haye. So I'm going on what Shane's been saying, and I trust Shane's opinion and his judgment. He said that David's fit, he's fast, he's sharp, he's on it, he's up for it, and you know, they're trying to pull across that they're being a bit dismissive of Bellew, but that's just for casuals to hear, because obviously David knows there's a lot at stake. He's not going to take this fight light. I think it's all one-way traffic.
Just coming back to you, you know what fight I really like? I like GROVES EUBANK. I do, I like that fight. Do you like that fight?
Yeah, I love that fight. It's a great fight. Great fight. I think it's about
a long way off.
Well, no. I don't see it as a particularly testing fight. I think Eubank's done an extraordinary thing of late to sort of get in and amongst it in terms of talking with the guys at the top of the division, because he's yet to have that big defining fight. You know, he had a fight against Billy Joe Saunders and lost it close, but that was at at a lower level at that time. You know, obviously Saunders gone on to become world champion, but still, I'm not totally convinced with Eubank. He's a good character for the sport, as in he gives you the backhanded compliments and the sly digs, but he does it in a stylish way. You know, you don't need to swear and F and blind and throw tables and that, but he gets his point across, which I admire about him. But I think he attaches himself to some good fighters, some big names, but those fights never really come off. I don't think I didn't see his last fight, but I think that'll be a comfortable fight, easy fight.
Okay, well listen George, thank you very much for talking to iFull TV. Just thought I'd let you know, no cold foxes over there, didn't you? Yeah. He works for Sky.
This is a Sky pay-per-view fight. I heard of this morning on TalkSport.
You might not want to, walk past him.
Why? What did he say?
There might be some awkward moments.
What do you know?
Fucking
hell.
This might be just an awkward moment where you just look at each other.
You just
look at each other and maybe just walk off again. I don't know.
KUGAN, do you know how many times a day I have that awkward moment with people? Everyone wants to knock me out, mate. You know that. Jesus, I have to think twice when I walk past you. But no, I'm sure I'll be fine. Thanks for the warning.
I wasn't mourning like
Thanks for the
it wasn't a safety warning,
No,
by the way. It
thanks.
was just an awkward moment mourning.
I'll escort you out, is what you said, under cover of darkness. Got yeah, thanks, mate. Thanks
Jules,
a lot.
thank you very much for talking to us, and we'll catch up with you soon, mate.
Yeah,
all
lovely.
right?
Thank you very much.
Cheers, mate.